Good morning, guys. It's supposed to snow here this weekend in Colorado, so I thought I was going to whip up several different things to show you how I make them. Some different DIY recipes. So this one is going to be how to make a face cleanser, and I use this one every morning on my face. And it's primarily coconut oil, which is 1 cup right here, and then I'm going to add some baking soda once this is melted. So I measured about 1 cup, as you see here. It doesn't have to be exact, but close. So the idea is that we want to melt it. So I have boiling hot water here, so I'm going to put it in this bowl. And then I'm just going to melt the coconut oil. Now sometimes coconut oil is already melted for you because the temperature of your house is warm enough, especially in the summer. So you don't have to worry about melting it if it's already melted. But because it's winter in Colorado, our house is cold. So as you see, it's lumpy. And so you're just going to kind of put it here into a small mason jar is what I use. You can use something else, but glass is important for this because you're going to use essential oils in this recipe. And anytime you use essential oils, you need to use glass because if you use plastic or Tupperware, things like that, the oils can eat through the plastic. So using glass is really important, and it's just better for your health. In general, plastic is bad for you. So we don't even use like plastic cups and stuff to drink out of anymore. So we try to always use glass. So you see I just put that right in there. So I'm going to stop the video while it melts. The hot water is just going to do its job, and I will come back in just a minute once it's melted and show you what to do. Hey everybody, I'm back. So as you can see, my coconut oil is totally melted now. It is a liquid. So there's no more solid. I'll just remove that warm water out of the way. It took about 10 minutes, just so you know. So you could also use your double boiler on the stove for that, but I just prefer to use warm water, and it can just sit there and do its thing while I get the oils together and the baking soda. The other thing that you could do is like stir it every couple minutes just to help it melt faster and more evenly. So what you want to do here is take 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So you just dump it in like this. The baking soda is really good to be used as like an astringent, exfoliator. It's a little abrasion on your face, which I like when you rub it around. And then here are my essential oils. You can use different ones that are good for your face, but these are the ones I've chosen: lavender, yarrow palm, frankincense, copaiba, and green mandarin. So you're going to want about 15 drops in this amount of coconut oil. So because I'm using 5 oils, I use about 3 drops of each oil. So I'm going to put in my 3 drops of lavender. 1, 2, 3. Lavender is really good for calming your skin and your mood. It's great for skin, in fact. Yarrow palm is another one that's good for wrinkles. This one is really slow to drip, so we'll have to wait a second, but it's really good for wrinkles and those of us with older skin and blemishes, things like that. So I love yarrow palm. There is almost 1, 2, and 3. You see how that one's really thick? And it leaves a nice blue tint in there, as you see, which is interesting for an oil. Here is frankincense, which is amazing for everything in your life, but even good for skin, wrinkles, blemishes, things like that. Also mood. All these things that you put on your face will actually help your whole body because your skin is one big organ. And so as you put this on your face, it's actually helpful for a lot of different things, not only your skin. So 3 drops of copaiba. And finally, we're going to use green mandarin, which has a lovely citrus smell. Let me count. 1, 2, 3. The reason I use green mandarin instead of lemon or some other ones, which could be recommended online, is because this one is not photosensitive, which means that it will not make you like get more of a sunburn if you're in the sun, especially in the summer. It is one of the only citrus ones that, in fact, does not cause a problem with photosensitivity. So green mandarin and other citrus things are really good for like darkening of your skin and things like that, but it doesn't leave it photosensitive, so it's safe to go in the sun, which is awesome, especially when you live in Colorado where there is a lot of sun and a high altitude. So as you see, I'm just, actually you don't see it without the camera, I'm just shaking it to get all of the oils mixed together, all the baking soda mixed together, the coconut oil. That's really all it is. 1 cup coconut oil, 1 tablespoon baking soda, and then about 15 drops of essential oils that go in there. So it's gonna take, I don't know, an hour or so for it to solidify. And then when it's done, I'm gonna come back and show you how I put it on my face and use it as a cleanser. See you soon. Okay friends, so we are back. This is the face cleanser, which we made a little while ago. You can see inside there, it's nice and solid now. I did put it inside of the refrigerator for about 10 minutes just to help it solidify, because it was starting to separate, like the baking soda was going to the bottom. And so I shook it a couple times, like every 10 minutes I shook it, and I ended up putting it in the fridge just to kind of help it be more uniform throughout. So what we're gonna do is just put this on your face like this. And it's a little bit oily because, you know, the main ingredient is coconut oil. So you're just gonna rub it on your face and then turn on the hot water. And I like to use a washcloth. You don't have to have a washcloth, but I like it just because it helps my face feel like I got all the oil off. So I start with just a little warm water on my face like this, a couple times. And then I use the washcloth, get it wet under the water. And then I just rub my face with the washcloth. So now you have seen from start to finish how I make my very own face wash, face cleanser. I use it every morning. And I use my morning eye salve to kind of help with puffiness and things like that. I put that under my eyes and I just wipe that off. I dry off my face with this towel. And my face is clean and ready for makeup.